Hello, Canisius. Today is November 3rd, 2017, and I'm Bridget Brogan.
And I'm Micheal Berg.
And this is Canisius Connections.
This week, USA's Public Health Committee had announced that they will be bringing free CPR and AED training starting Tuesday, November 11th. These sessions are free of cost and are highly informative. During these sessions, students will work with the Erie County Department of Health and learn how to perform CPR and how to properly use an AED machine. Also, upon completion of the session, all participants are rewarded with a free certification, which is valid for a period of 2 years. Now that'll be something you can brag to your friends about. Students are strongly encouraged to sign up as soon as possible, as registration closes sometime next week. Any interested students should contact committee chairs Andrea Kraft and Ryan Beck through their emails for more information. In other committee-related news, USA Sustainability Committee has big plans for Canisius College starting sometime next semester. Looking back on what has already been done in the past by Sustainability, they have encouraged over 200 students to sign up for a free Ready Bike membership. That's triple the amount since last year. Now looking ahead, the Sustainability Committee is planning on unveiling a community garden whose groundbreaking is scheduled to begin in spring of 2018. Most importantly, Sustainability is looking forward to continuing the college's divestment plan with administration. For those who do not know, divesting is getting rid of stocks, bonds, or other types of investment that are unethical and morally ambiguous. From a sustainable perspective, this means switching from harmful resources such as fossil fuels to more environmentally friendly ones. Much praise of these initiatives should be given to Sustainability Chair, sophomore Emily Aguilera. From providing composting information to hosting the local urban market, Emily is doing it all, and she should be very proud of her accomplishments. Coming up next, we will discuss fundraising efforts for Science Hall and Hollywood's latest scandals. We'll be right back.
In a world where television channels are lacking quality entertainment, one man is willing to take on the task. To save your Friday nights. What are you laughing at?
You think people are actually gonna watch our show on Friday?
Jacob Duke. Look, you're gonna have to just stop and let me do my thing.
Okay. No. If we're gonna do this my way. Now this is better. Oh, I hate this channel.
Welcome back, folks. Long overdue fundraising efforts for Science Hall are once again in motion and are still striving for the goal of $35 million. Bill Collins, the Vice President of Institutional Achievement, will not specify the amount raised so far, but did state that the college is focusing on a smaller number of large donations rather than a large number of small donations. The sources of such funds can be attributed to Canisius alumni, with most other fundraising efforts. There is yet to be a firm end date for the fundraising, but Collins says that in an ideal world, the $35 million would be raised by the end of 2017 at the latest. According to Vice President of Business and Finance, Marco Benedetti, it would be approximately an 18-month process to get detailed drawing quotes, making selections, and get permitting to utilize the donated funds. Following that 18-month planning process, it would take another 18 months or so to complete the construction process. Under the greatest circumstances, Science Hall will be looking at a completion date of 2020, right in time for the celebration of Canisius' 150th birthday.
In New York news, the state has made what seems to be an almost impossible decision, which is to turn off Niagara Falls. Discussion of dewatering the massive falls was previously discussed by the New York State Parks and Transportation agencies back in October 2015. These agencies deemed it necessary to shut the water off in order to fix and replace the 115-year-old bridges that connect the mainland to Goat Island. According to the agency's meeting report, the falls need to be dewatered in order for the safe construction of the new bridges, and the new bridges would allow for safer and more convenient passing to the falls. There would also be an addition of trolley cars to carry tourists from Goat Island to Prospect Point, which would allow for the safe passage over the bridges. So much for water under the bridge, eh? In other breaking news, the New York Times unearthed the first of what would become more than 40 accusations of sexual harassment, and in some cases assault, against movie mogul Harvey Weinstein. Actress Ashley Judge, with whom the accusations began, told the story of an encounter that happened more than 2 decades ago when she was in the midst of filming 1997's Kiss the Girls. Judd claimed to be the Times that she went to the Peninsula Beverly Hills Hotel for a business breakfast meeting with Weinstein, but once there, Weinstein asked if he could give her a massage or she could watch him show her. Her account to the Times was confirmed to CNN by her publicist. Judd further went on to say women have been talking about Harvey amongst ourselves for a long time, and it's simply beyond time to have the conversation publicly. The Times' initial piece said a total of 8 women made claims of sexual harassment in interviews, but most certainly wouldn't be the last. After Judd became the first actor to go public with an accusation against Weinstein, she was joined by a chorus of others who believed dialogue about the alleged harassment they faced by Weinstein was well overdue.
After much discussion and speculation, it is confirmed that Canisius College will in fact be receiving a soft-serve machine in the Economy Dining Hall. However, its installation won't be as immediate as students would like, as the dining hall currently doesn't have the electrical setup needed to support the machine. As for cost, despite the misconception that the money will come out of the pockets of club leaders and even the student body, in all actuality, the money will come out of USA's contingency fund. However, that does not mean that USA will be paying for it. Rather, the fund was created for either emergency situations or long-term capital expenditures. So something like a delicious ice cream machine would be perfect for something like this. Keep your ears open for more information.
In relation to the Weinstein scandal, on Monday, Kevin Spacey came out as gay in a statement ending speculation surrounding his sexuality. However, Spacey used the same statement to apologize for the unwanted sexual advances toward actor Anthony Rapp. In an interview with BuzzFeed News, Rapp, who was 14 years old at the time, said Spacey, who was 26, climbed on top of him in a bedroom at a 1986 party in New York. Rapp is currently joined by 4 other men who are speaking out with similar harassment claims, including filmmaker Tony Montana, actor Robert Cavazos, bartender Daniel Beal, and a 4th man, John, who chose to remain anonymous. Beal and the 4th man were teenagers at the time of their alleged sexual encounters. Following the allegations, Netflix announced House of Cards would end after 6 seasons, and the International Academy of Television Arts and Sciences announced Spacey would no longer be awarded for the 2017 Emmy Founders Award. All of these latest scandals precede the 2014 sexual assault allegations against comedian Bill Cosby, where more than 50 women came forward with their alleged inappropriate contact with the actor. On a much lighter note, Canisius College's most recent Excellence Within Reach campaign aims to provide financial transparency to prospective students. This new program has been viewed with both excitement and skepticism by former and current Canisius students. Excellence Within Reach goal is to reduce tuition per year from $34,966 to $27,000 beginning next fall. They will also be lowering housing costs by $2,000. In an approach to current students, Canisius College's offices have been focused over the past few weeks in sending out estimated aid letters and answering questions and concerns about the new campaign. Both the Office of Marketing and Communication and the Office of Student Records and Financial Aid have maintained the stance that the campaign is not only in the best interest of prospective students, but of current students as well. Assistant Vice President and Director Kevin M. Smith also confirmed that the tuition reset is in the interest of current students, as without the tuition reset, students would have seen an increase in cost of attendance next year. On average, tuition rises 3% each year, and with the reset, students are guaranteed to pay no more than they are paying now, and the majority will see a net tuition decrease compared to what they would have paid after a typical increase from this year's higher rate of tuition. This is all according to Excellence Within Reach webpage. For more information, visit the webpage at www.canisius.edu/excellencewithinreach. And now, folks, we'll be back to you in a few minutes.
Everyone loves the picture I posted of you.
AT&T reminds you, it can wait.
What is Griff 4.1?
What is 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 4.1?
What's 4.1?
What is 4.1?
What is 4.1? What is 4.1?
What's 4.1?
What is 4.1? What is 4.1?
What's 4.1?
What is 4.1?
What's 4.1?
What is channel 4.1?
We are 4.1. We are 4.1.
We are 4.1.
We are 4.1.
We are 4.1, and it's a
great day to be a Griff.
To wrap up the news, 2 nights ago, Imagine Dragons held a concert at the Key Bake Center. Fans came out in droves to listen to the fresh take on music that Imagine Dragons has been able to do over the past few years. Thousands of fans attended last night's performance to dance, sing along, and just totally go wild. Canisius freshman Amanda Ross quoted the concert as being wicked awesome and had an absolute blast.
Well, folks, that concludes our latest edition of Canisius Connections, produced by Griffin TV, where you can find the 411 on the 4.1. I'm Micheal Berg.
And I'm Bridget Brogan, and catch us here next time on
Canisius Connections.